Welcome to IDA's video channel. In this video, I'll show you how to convert multiple objects into bulk water pipeline. In this case, I have a 3D polylines and they do have Z elevation. If I go to Object Viewer or 3D View, you can see that there is a Z elevation assigned to source objects. And you can see I have many of them. If I highlight those objects, there's many of them. Probably the first idea is to go to IDA's Bulk Water Wizard. If you prefer extended ribbon, you can go to IDA's Network Conveyance Pipeline. But this command, if I run it and I create network, allows one single object to be used because it designs the vertical alignment for the entire alignment. So this won't work for this exercise, especially because we want to take the elevations from the source objects. So how to solve this problem? The solution is to use Water Reticulation Wizard. If you prefer extended ribbon, you can go to ribbon IDA's Network Reticulation System. Then I will specify the network name. I will use bulk water, the surface, the part list, water. Then I will select all the entities. Then I can filter the entities, but I will leave it as it is. And I don't want to erase the entities. I want to keep them in a drawing for now. As a structure, I will use a junction, and then I go next. And as a pipe type, I will use a SDR11PN16, let's say 140 millimeters. And now this is very important. I can use entity elevations to match conduit location, and I will use invert. Then I go next. I can add a labels, but that's not important for now, and I click OK. Let me go to 3D view to see the result, and I will tilt the view and I will zoom in closer because I want to see if the pipe invert is matching the source object invert. If you don't like the structures to be extended towards surface, you can adjust it. You can go to IDA's command adjust invert. If you prefer extended ribbon, you go to ribbon IDA's Network Edit, and then you go to Adjust. Here you can select the network, you can select the surface. You don't want to adjust pipes, you want to keep them as they are. If you want to adjust rim elevations, which structures such as junctions do not have, but in Civil 3D they do have, you can specify the amount below surface. And if I go, let's say 5 meters below surface, the structure rim will never go below pipe outside top, which means it stops at the pipe. And the rest I can also specify the sum equal to 0 and control by depth. Then I click OK. And you will see all the structures are nicely aligned with a pipe outside top. Of course, you can make them smaller and all that. That's also possible. And let me go back to top view. And what if I want to create profile views for the entire network? In this case, the workflow will be a bit different because neither bulk water pipelines nor Water Reticulation Wizard allows to create profile views automatically. So we need to use another tools. And if you open Water Reticulation or bulk water pipeline in a pipe manager, there's no option to create profile views automatically. So we need to treat this network temporarily as, let's say, stormwater network. And let's try that. If I go to pipe networks in a prospector, I go to networks and then I right click on a network name and I go to network properties. And IDA's pipe manager or manage and analyze command uses part list to find out whether the network is a stormwater, sewer or water. So I will assign temporarily network part list stormwater. Okay. Then I will go to pipe manager or manage and analyze. So if you use a compact ribbon, you go to pipe manager. If you prefer extended ribbon, you go to manage and analyze. When it opens, you get the error message because some structures do not match the network type. And if I scroll down here, it says water junction is a water junction, but this is a stormwater network. I need to change the mapping, so I will use storm manhole. Then I go to plan, and you can see that looks like a stormwater network. If I want to create the profile views, I need to select the outfall structure, but there is no outfall structure. If I go to Civil 3D, create profile views, it says no valid outfall structure found. Okay, then I right click on the outfall structure and I select an option swap structure. And I will use an outfall, whatever outfall is here, outfall rectangle or whatever size, that's fine. Now it shows the outfall structure. I will select it again. Then I go to profile views. I specify the location, maybe somewhere more away from the design. And I can set the properties. I want to use a start to end number. I can rename it later on. The style is a pipe network, no labels, NGL, Otara, NGL surface, no labels. And I want to use a pipe water levels at structure band set 1 for the style as well as band set. Then I click OK. They are created here. Let me go to ribbon home and update. That will update profile views, and you can see that the pipe network is nicely following the original 3D polylines. I need to do a few things. If I zoom to plan, you see there's a stormwater outfall. I need to assign correct part list. So I go to network properties again, and I will use a water part list. Then I click OK. Then I go to IDAS, either swap structure command, or you can use an extended ribbon, swap structure. Then I select the outfall structure and I will select junction option. OK. So now it is a junction. Then if I want to change the gaps between the profile views, I can use IDAS command modify views. I press F for fence and then I select multiple. Then I hit enter. I want to change the space. Vertical, I will specify new location, value 300 should work here, and I have a nicely spreaded profile views. And one more thing, I go to pipe manager and I need to make sure that the bulk water pipeline is recognized as a water network. And if I come here, there are some errors. I go to mappings, structures, and you can see that those structures are recognized as storm manholes. I want to treat them. Let me scroll to the left. I want to treat them as water junctions. As soon as I do that, I go to plan. All looks beautiful. If I look at the network type, it is a water, bulk water, update, and everything is ready for the next steps.